Warning, this is an adult-oriented podcast about really perverse things, like communication and consent. If you are under 18 and looking for answers to questions about sex or kink, please visit scarletteen.com. For the dude bro listeners, this is the nerdy shit. Fuck off!
Now, if you want to do the West, it's West.
Don't be flashing gang signs at me, mother.
He did.
I am impressionable
Right.
and innocent.
You're a child. You're just
and well-behaved 100%
recruiting
of the
for your
time.
gang? Is that what you're doing here?
What did I do to myself to deserve this?
From Bakersfield to Mount Olympus, Gotham Press talks naughty business. Sexual topics to explore your whoredom. Good if you're new or a kinky Yoda. Gotham Press Podcast. The dirty kinksters your parents warned you about.
Welcome back, Gothamites, to a new episode.
Wow, you clipped.
Did I?
You did.
You
Damn,
did.
it's the first time I've ever clipped. Maybe.
Maybe.
Drop some mags on some motherfuckers, though. No? Okay.
Wow.
I used to use this little gun when I was a prostitute.
Whoa. Double barrel.
Child? When were you on the streets like that?
There are things you don't know about me, mother.
No. Hey there, Gothamites. Awesome here.
Hi, Awesome.
Hi, Thief.
Hello, mother.
Child.
I have no father. Why?
I can't help you with that, but who did you bring with you today?
Wait, we have to introduce Child.
Oh, I guess, yeah, we should probably
Do you think
do
there's
that.
anybody who doesn't know who I am listening
New
to
listeners.
this show?
Yeah, that's true. Or maybe listeners
Do we
who...
have those?
Hopefully.
I would hope so.
So, hi there, Child.
I'm a child.
You're my child. How about you introduce yourself to the world?
I am myself. Hello, world.
You're also a sponsor.
I'm also a brat.
You are also Brat-of-Steel.
I don't know what you expected.
Brat-of-Steel.
Oh, well, then I am here. Good job.
And-
Brilliant foresight.
And who is this person that you have brought with you this time?
This is my man friend.
Your man friend?
Sassy.
Man friend? My child says you're sassy.
That is his opinion, and I will not tarnish that.
My opinion's only silver.
Wow.
I mean, Jack's opinion is pretty golden on most things.
On most things.
So,
Okay, so,
We're going with the sexy friend.
sassy man friend, who are you?
It's because boyfriend sounds weird sometimes. You gotta say man friend.
Wait,
He's a man.
Why would boyfriend sound weird, though?
I don't know. Because I'm a brat. And sometimes my brat says, I gotta say man friend.
That is fair. I am Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hello,
What's
Nick.
your name on FetLife, Nick?
I believe it still serves blue.
Yee.
I haven't changed it yet.
You're gonna change it?
I don't know. I've thought about it.
But it's been that for so long.
It was Shiki before that.
But Spencer's blue for so long.
I'll probably leave it because I can't really figure out anything better.
Sometimes we do need to change our fet names.
I've changed mine like 6 times.
It's okay, then.
And then my man was like, stop. And I was like, it's okay, my passy shop is named after me now, so I can't change it.
Yep. You are stuck. Well, actually, technically you could and just leave that as your shop.
No.
Okay.
He was like, no, that will not work. Hi, listeners. Welcome back to the Gotham Press Podcast.
We are missing 2 hosts.
Are we missing them, though?
Well,
I
I
thought
mean, I
we
miss
agreed
Lala.
not to mention that.
Oh,
Well, yeah, we're
Gonna
definitely...
make people suspicious.
right. We have to wait till after the bodies are gone.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You can't just be giving stuff away.
That's true.
What did you
We
two
made
do?
a pact.
Nick, what did they do?
I dig a hole. That's it.
Foxes and pit bulls like to dig holes.
Listeners, we did not murder our fellow host. Let me phrase it. I did not murder our fellow host.
What you don't know, then you can't testify against.
Yep.
I am so
I was
scared.
nowhere near there at the time.
Nope.
So afraid. Hey, Thief.
Yep.
You know who is not here but is always with us?
Bee
Brisket?
stings.
No and no.
I didn't know where you were going. I thought we
our
were
Patreon.
doing this sponsor. Oh, Patreons first. Okay.
Yeah, our Patreon.
That's right.
Our Patreon, our patrons.
Our Patreons.
Our patrons.
We have more than one.
We do have patrons.
They are kind of our sponsors.
They are. They are the ones to make sure that we can keep doing this.
It's true.
Wow.
Well, let me phrase it. Make sure we can keep doing this and not sound like shit.
That's very true. Or sit in the dark.
Thank you, patrons.
Yes.
We will be sitting in the dark shortly.
At some point, one of us will turn on a light, I'm sure.
I don't know. Sometimes we don't.
And then we will just be
Spoopy.
Gotham Press after dark.
Ooh. Spoopy. After dark.
Oh, that's spooky.
I think we need Lala for that show.
Wait, am
We
I
have
not?
Lucy Furry Llama
We do have Lucy Furry Llama.
staring me down.
I know.
And riding the mic.
He just stares at me.
Why in my head did I suddenly get the image of what is the artist that had the video that got a bunch of controversy of him riding a stripper pole down to hell?
Lil Nas.
Yeah, Lil Nas X. Why I suddenly get an image of Lucy Furry Llama riding a
Yes.
stripper pole down?
We have to do it. Put it on TikTok.
Lucy Furry Llama riding a stripper
Yes,
pole.
to the Lil Nas X song.
We will figure out a way to get this to make this
Call
happen.
me by your name. We can make him little teeny tiny stripper boots out of cardboard and paint them red.
And then we will show that to
Love
Lala.
me in private, and she'll be like, "Why did you do this to Lucy Furry Llama?"
Needs fishnets.
Yes,
Just saying.
you can give Satan a lap dance.
Patrons, thank you anyway for still helping us out even after all this. Oh, God. Wow. Hey, Thief,
Yep.
where can we be found?
And the show notes.
The show notes.
Show notes.
On
Bed
every
in the
episode.
dark.
Yep.
Wait, what?
In bed in the dark.
I mean, probably.
You can find me under the blankets.
Sometimes I'm on the floor.
That happens to me too sometimes.
Yeah. And now that my bed's really tall, it hurts.
Oh.
Go thud.
You
Thud
just
oof.
you just need to put someone on either side of you to stop you from rolling off.
The bed's not that big.
It'll be just really squishy. It'll be fine.
Okay. I could wedge them under each side. That way they can't get away, too.
This sounds like a really great predicament bondage scene, and I'm down for it. Let's go.
Wow.
And welcome to the end of the Gotham Press Podcast. We'll be leaving now to do our scene.
So,
On-the-fly negotiations.
so
right
Nick,
there.
how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You enjoying this so far?
Yeah, this is entertaining. Very, very entertaining.
So, Nick, I got an important question. Are you a listener as well?
Actually, since the last time I saw you, I actually didn't know about it.
Really?
Magic.
So I will definitely be having to
Listen.
get the details and get everything hooked up.
You can find it on my FetLife profile. That's where the important episodes are. The ones with me in them.
You would think that with him being your mans and everything, you would have told him about the podcast at some point. I mean, since, we're all family and we help promote each other, and
I'm a terrible human being that can't remember to do my own laundry.
you are not terrible.
No, we
So-
both just have ADHD.
I have a question. So, which number episode is this for you?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that. I mean, I link them on my FetLife profile, but I didn't, count them. I mean, if you open my FetLife profile, you could count them.
I'm sure some of our listeners are keeping count.
1, 2.
I know of at least 2 people that are probably keeping count. They might not be, though. They might just be really focused on the one between the 2 of them, so.
We shall figure that out one day. One day. We did have that one other thing, though.
Yes.
Yes. That we have two of them here again.
We have 2 of them again.
So one of the ones that's not here, as they stare at each other. One of the ones that's not here, JW Paddles.
Yes.
You clicked. You made a clicky sound.
I did make a clicky sound because I got really, really loud.
He got excited about JW Paddles.
I did.
The
I
exotic
am
woods.
excited about them, too, and I've been messaging back and forth with them trying to get a joystick for 2 months.
Trying to get a what?
A joystick.
What's a joystick?
It's a type of impact implement that they make that is kind of like a small bedpost in
Okay.
appearance.
Ooh.
So it's got knobs and I can't. I'm just
Contours?
making shapes with my hands, listeners, that you cannot see. Similar to a bedpost that you can hit people with, and it's rounded all the way around.
Oh, interesting.
So
You're gonna be
instead of
hitting
being
people?
no, I want to get hit with it.
Oh.
And if you attended the Visalia Munch and went to the class, you would know that it's part of good negotiations is making sure if you're going to do pickup play that you have your own toys, whether you're a top or a bottom or a switch.
That is very good advice.
Very good advice indeed.
Plus, you also know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
So,
and you know that your toys are clean if they're your toys, and you clean them.
And you clean them. You
Yeah,
have
that's-
to clean them.
Yes, you have to clean them.
Otherwise, you know that they're not clean.
Exactly.
You're a dirty, dirty player.
I'm only a dirty boy sometimes.
Not
That's when I
you.
play by myself.
I was putting that out there to the world, not to you.
Wait, hold on. Do you not do dirty things to him?
We clean up after.
Hey, hygiene
lots
is
of
always a good
wipies.
thing.
Hygiene is a good thing.
There's not running water, but
And
there's lots
very
of wipes.
respectable.
Very respectable. All right.
Ooh, you know what you can use instead of running water? Pine sap and soil from the ground.
What?
Just get all...
Have you ever done that? That is terrible.
No, it's horrible advice. You'll never
Have you
get
ever
that shit
gotten
out.
pine sap on your foot?
It doesn't come off.
No.
Like,
Real quick. Listeners, please do not take Thief's advice on cleaning
ever.
ever.
Yeah, just don't take
Just
my
go buy
advice
some
ever.
bottles of water from the store.
Just go
not-
steal
just-
some water.
So now
from-
that kind of asks the question
I have
if
to drive
pine sap
just as
can
far
be
to
used
steal
as a
water
wax.
as-
Hold on. What was that, Nick?
What's with the face?
No.
I didn't hear.
Nick, what did you ask?
If you can't get pine sap off of your foot, does that mean it would be good as a waxing agent?
Ooh.
I don't think so.
No. It doesn't stick to itself.
Stinky.
It just sticks to everything else. So you couldn't
You have
pull
to
it
like
off.
rub dirt on it like 7 days in a row to get it to come off of your body.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
fair.
And twirling my finger to come right back around to the sponsors.
Oh, speaking of sponsors, you know with the sap, if you rub the dirt,
God.
you just get a handful of it and then rub some funk on it.
No.
And then you can take
No.
me to Funky Town.
Oh, yeah.
B, help us, please.
Sting us.
Sting us. Because B Stings for your... I'm sorry, B Stings LLC.
No, piercings by
Piercing
B.
by
Piercings.
BLLC.
Damn it,
It
Lala,
even
I
rhymes.
blame you.
You should.
Rhymes, Mom.
You should also blame me
For
because I
easy
said bee stings
remembrance.
earlier.
Piercings by B LLC. For your piercing needs.
She does all my stabs.
She does all your stabs.
She gives me a squishy to hold when I'm scared.
Aw. That's amazing. I was actually gonna... Nope, I'm getting off the topic.
No, you were going to do what?
I was gonna post my stuffy pictures in the Discord for the little...
Do it.
But they're kind of scary, though.
We don't care.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Should
You
I
can
put like
put
a
it-
trigger warning thing?
You could put a trigger warning,
Okay.
or you could put them in. There are now NSFW channels,
Oh.
and you are welcome to put them in there and just put a trigger warning at the top of why you put them there.
Hey, did we
And
put
can't
an
you also
SFW
censor?
channel on ours?
No, our whole fucking server.
SFW.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can't you put pictures into censor
Yes, you
boxes
can.
now?
I can put like
I
spoiler.
don't know how.
like
Spoiler,
that,
that's what it
Yeah,
is.
the spoiler things. I don't know how that works. So
I've done it once or twice.
I run a whole server and have no idea how Discord works.
It's okay. Neither do I.
I was gonna say that's probably 98% of all
Discord users?
servers. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so you two.
You two.
Yeah, I'm looking at you two.
The band?
Irish band.
No,
They're
not the Irish
really
band.
fucking old now.
Let me rephrase that. Thief,
Yes.
what does Jack do?
What doesn't Jack do? Jack does it all. From little space to pet play.
To service submission.
Ooh. Is it the high...
According to my ma'am, it's high protocol,
Is it?
but that was not like a thing that I learned.
Oh.
It's just a thing that I do
It's-
automatically,
nice.
according to her. I was like, maybe I should learn about high protocol. And she was like, why? And I was like, so I could learn how to do it. And she was like, you already do it. And I was like, what? So I'm just oblivious all the time.
Unless I... Yes.
You're horrible for lead-ins.
Am I? Well, hold on. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Because, shit, I forgot what you just
It's
said.
National Littles Day.
Is it?
You know what they need?
Passies.
They do need passies. Do you
Beautifully
know anybody who makes
decorated
any?
passies from Steel Brat Passies. That's what they need.
Yes.
And I even put like confetti glitter in the nippy part, so that you can feel it's sensory when you chew on it, and when you pull it out, you can shake it and look at it like a rattle.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's very nice. There's a video on my TikTok right now.
Nice.
What is your TikTok?
Brat-of-Steel.
All one word?
Yeah.
Because I know you have some underscores in your FetLife one, right?
Yes, in my FetLife one, it's Brat_of_Steel.
And you, Thief,
Yes.
what do you do?
Oh, not a whole lot, actually.
Slappy, thuddy.
Oh, yes, the Floggers.
I have one. They're fantastic.
You do. You have one of the first.
I need more.
You should get some more because they've got.
I'm broke, but I will eventually get more from you.
They're going up in quality.
Yeah.
Like the material and stuff is. I'm done.
You sold me a cheap one? No, kidding.
It was not a cheap one.
I know, it's fantastic. It's
It
fantastic.
was just cheaper.
It was the early work.
It was the early work. But yeah, they're definitely climbing in quality. And I am also currently working on some bull hide floggers, which is super, super thick bull hide. It's like 7 to 8 ounce. Yeah. They gonna thud and thwack. And I think sting. I'm still working on diameters, but the first one will be 1/2-inch falls, and it will hurt.
Oh,
It sounds so nice. Speaking of bee stings, though, if we could switch back to that for a short second.
We can.
She was taking my original earring out of one of my new piercings today, and she kept apologizing for if it hurt, and I was laying there thinking, should I remind her that I'm a masochist?
I think you
whole
just
time.
did.
I did not in the shop because there were lots of other people there. But I was considering it the whole time because she was like, I hope this isn't hurting you. And I was like, that feels nice.
You could have signaled to her and then be like, "Come here, I have to tell you something." And then when she leaned down,
Do it harder. No,
be like masochist, and she would have been like, "Oh, okay."
No,
I get it. It's
what-
her workplace, though, so it's a different feel and it's a
Yes.
different
Right.
thought
What's-
process.
What's the meme for with Star Wars and I think it's Darth Vader's like Darth using the Force choke in the Stormtrooper.
harder, Daddy.
Yeah, like harder,
What?
Daddy.
What?
What? But if you are in the market for floggers, by the way, you can use code TAKEITOFF, all one word, on Etsy for 10% off.
10% off of your floggers.
Yes, indeed.
Slap me with some leather, baby.
As Jack looks over at Nick, and Nick has giggle fits.
I'm not proficient with floggers yet.
We will learn things with floggers.
Oh,
And my booty.
I don't doubt that. I really don't
It's a
doubt
good
that.
one. It's got lots of space for floggers.
So I'm just imagining the training session with the pillow, and Nick's just trying to hit the pillow and hitting the pillow and getting better and better. And Jack's-
Getting badder and badder,
Yeah,
Nick.
I can't word sometimes.
Words? They're not important. This is an audio podcast. Who needs words?
And Jack would just be like, "My booty is a pillow."
It's a good pillow. It's actually not that squishy. It's kind of muscly.
Oh, that's why you have to.
Biteable.
So that's why you keep using the flogger on it to work it out
The TikTok face?
that they can't see.
No. But if they watch TikTok, they'll know. They'll know.
Hey, listeners, if you know the TikTok face, let us know that you know that in any of our social media, please.
And also, if somebody could explain to me how the fucking ice in the veins stance thing became a thing.
I don't know.
A what?
The whole pointing towards your vein.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's-
they say it means something else. But
Ice
like
in the veins?
those of us that
That's what I heard.
know it as ice in the veins are really confused.
Yeah.
I have no idea what
And I
you
mean,
all are talking about.
I had to learn the ice in the veins thing. To me, it was just, I'm a heroin addict. Let me get a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
and
that
I'm like,
meant, too.
what is going on with the kids these days?
Drugs.
So-
Drugs are going on with the kids
I
these
don't
days.
think it's drugs. It's something
not.
else.
It's-
It's like I'm a badass, or like this is the real me, or something.
Yeah, it's something like that because it's like a D&D one, for example, will be like me naming my character after a medication for dogs, and then it'll be my DM giving my character like lycanthropy, and then that motion. Like it's supposed to be like, haha, I don't know.
I am still so confused.
It
You know what? Here's the thing. I am old, and I do not understand what you kids do these days.
It's true.
My poor old decrepit mother.
You know. Oh, so.
I have to feed him soup with a funnel.
No.
Wow.
Wow, I'm not that bad yet.
No.
Though I did have...
Let me get the sledgehammer. I can help with that.
What? No. What is this, Misery?
Welcome to the good ship Misery.
When the masochist becomes a sadist.
So my brat is definitely a sadist. Just also submissive. So it's very strange. I like to bite people a lot.
Isn't the sadism and brat thing kind of intertwined in a way?
I feel like a lot of people that first start at, like, a lot of people that are trying out topping do it from a brat space, from what I've heard. From people to, like, because their brat is a little bit sadistic and they can utilize that to see if they could top. It doesn't work for me.
So wait, so when I am in a scene and I'm enjoying myself being...
You're little.
Not all brats are little.
I was saying, not all brats are little.
That's right, sorry.
So I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking back to times when I've done that. I'm like, maybe I do have a little bit of brat.
I've seen you brat in the dungeon.
And not all littles are submissives.
This is true. What do you mean you see me brat in the dungeon?
I've seen you brat, grinning ear to ear, choosing your different implements of pain and torture.
It's fun.
It is indeed. It is. It's also fun to watch.
Bippity boppity boo with a rod.
Yes. The cane.
Yeah. Question. Completely off subject to what you're talking about.
We have a subject?
We have lots of subjects.
Why didn't you tell me?
You're the one that brought me here. That was your job.
You're big.
Followed the little's lead.
Whose mistake was that?
You brought up the subject.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
You saw Love, Death, and Robots, right?
Volume 1?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed it. I know some people were like all for it. Like it was the greatest thing they'd seen and kind of overhyped it for me.
What was your favorite episode?
Werewolves.
Werewolf?
It will always be werewolves.
Okay. So always werewolf. So you're Team Jacob then?
Yes, very much so. But those aren't really werewolves. Those are just large wolves.
Those are just large shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the most I know is about Twilight. There's teams, and I know Jacob's one of them.
But I was also Team Jacob, just from Jacob's stance. Like he was the better body. He loved her more.
But consent violations galore.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why she punches him in the face.
And breaks her hand.
Breaks her hand.
That.
And then they laugh about it, and her dad laughs about it, and it made me real uncomfortable.
Oh, wow.
What the hell happened in these movies?
Even in the books, he's trying to hit on her. She's telling him no. He's laughing and saying, "Oh, you'll wear down eventually. You'll do what I want."
Oh, wow.
And then she punches him in the face and breaks her hand.
I do not remember that at
And
all.
they turn into like some big joke where her dad and Jacob are like, ho ho ho, laughing about it, and she has a legit broken hand.
Listeners, this is why we at the Gotham Press do not support 50 Shades of Grey.
This isn't
Which is
50
Twilight
Shades.
fan fiction.
This is Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight.
50 Shades of Grey is
Twilight fan fiction.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I saw it because I didn't know better. I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. And I laughed in a lot of the scenes in the theater. Like, this doesn't happen.
No.
From, like...
I like to get drunk and watch it and laugh. It's kind of fun.
He's basically an abuser, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is. Don't worry. One day, you should do that for a movie night sometime.
No.
I will come drink with you and watch them.
I'll even make the drive for that.
Wait, are we talking about 50 Shades or
Yes.
Twilight?
50 Shades.
50
Just
Shades.
both, back to back.
Oh,
That's
God.
That's 7 movies. That's a little bit too much.
Okay, yeah, no.
That would be a weekend marathon, and I don't know if there's enough alcohol for that.
No.
If it was 2 separate weekends, there would be enough alcohol. It would have to be like a month apart, though.
Fair.
Here's my worry, is that sometimes movie nights are... I don't even know what that word is. The word just disappeared from my head. It was like, hey, here's a word. And I was like, hey, that's a perfect word. And then it's like, hey, bye, see ya.
I reached into your head and I snatched it out.
You did.
Can you describe what the word meant?
To attend. I think attend was the word, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, some people attend the movie nights who are not actually into the whole scene hardcore kink stuff. No, that's not true.
There's not really a lot of hardcore stuff in 50 Shades, I don't feel
I just don't want anybody to see it and be like,
Well, I mean, if they
what I
watched it
want.
with us, there's no way.
Yeah, there's
that they
no
would
way.
think
true.
us.
That would actually be
We
a
would
really
be
good
the
thing.
best people for them to watch it with.
Here's the thing: if you did a 50 Shades movie night here,
Let's
and
do a drinking game where we drink every time there's a consent violation.
Oh,
I don't.
wow.
I want you to live, child.
Yeah.
I want you to
We
live.
need people to leave, too.
Okay, instead of consent violation, anytime they implement something wrong.
I
No,
want
we
my
need
child to live.
Death galore.
No, what I was going to say is Mystery Science Theater.
Ooh,
Do it that way.
That would be awesome.
Or no. What? It's not Mystery Science Theater. What's the other one that they did where they would make fun? Is it just Mystery Science Theater that I'm thinking of?
They're called riff tracks.
Riff
now.
Tracks. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. Yeah, just do a whole Riff Tracks all night for it.
That'd be cool.
I agree.
It would
But-
just be fun to have like so many experienced people sit and like talk about what they see wrong and what they see right in the films. Like, be interesting to hear.
I've only seen the first 50 Shades movie and realized, like, oh God, no, this is horrible.
Wait, how many of them are there?
3.
3.
And they get worse each time.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they do. But by the time you get to the end, you're like, wait, who's supposed to be the top?
So she became the top?
That's
Like, did they actually say that?
No, they don't say it, but she's like totally fucking in charge by the end,
So here's my
in
thing.
my opinion, from what I gathered. But I was kind of drunk, so I don't.
From my understanding, from what I've seen online about it, the two actors, the main leads in the movie, are supposed to be in love and others, but do not like each other at all in real life, and cannot convey that they even they convey that they tolerate each other on screen, basically.
But even in because I did at least like flip through the books. Even in there, it doesn't make any sense. It's obviously just like not well written fan fiction, where they just wanted a certain thing to happen, so they just
This
made
happens
weird
now.
shit happen to make that happen. You
This
know?
happens now.
Like when you're like making up a porn fantasy, and you're like, but how would they get there? And you're like, I don't fucking care. They took a cab. Like,
Right.
I mean, that's
but when you look back, that would make no sense.
the only thing that I ever wanted from 50 Shades of Grey was that fucking room.
Yeah.
That's
That is
about it.
fair.
I feel like, one, it's small. It's very dominated by the bed.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm saying I want a room larger than that, obviously.
Dedicated.
So, yeah, dedicated, like all the implements and stuff that are mine. Like, also, I want the money to buy all those fucking implements.
Yes, and
And-
not worrying about anybody else going in without your permission and using any of those things, like a public play space.
Right.
True. And cages.
I just realized we got completely off topic.
No, we didn't. We're right on topic.
We're on the topic of 50 Shades, and that's not the topic.
Oh, okay.
The topic was Love, Death, and Robots.
But Mom,
Because Volume 2 is coming out. Yes, John?
cages.
Cages, man.
I want a cage.
I
Wouldn't I
honestly...
be so cute in a cage?
I honestly want to buy a cage for the dungeon here, but we don't have anywhere to really put it.
I want a collapsible cage, please.
Wait, what?
I want a collapsible cage.
You want to be in a cage?
No, I want a collapsible cage so that I can put somebody in there. And when they want out and they're being bad, then I can be angry at them and I can collapse it down a little further and a little further and a little further.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Are you flirting with me? Is that what's happening?
Are you being bad?
Don't ask that question right now. Child, you must be good for the podcast.
Well, that's a guaranteed way to make me not be good.
Please.
Please is probably going in the wrong direction as well.
Please be.
It's probably only working because I know that probably every single person at this table has my mam's number
We do.
or some way to contact her.
This
Yep.
is true.
I will
Speaking
text her
of
very
which,
quickly. Hey,
On
help out.
Zoom right now, we have our new guest.
The look of worry on your face right now.
I will face Lucy Furry Llama.
You'll
Right.
face Lucy.
She'll never hear this anyway.
Anyway, so yes, Love,
You
Death,
never
and
know.
That's true.
So Love, Death, and Robots, Volume 2 is coming out on March 14th.
March?
Wait, wow, May
Oh, okay.
May
I was gonna say,
14th.
it came out last month.
Wow.
No, May 14th. It's only 8 episodes for this one, though. They decided to go with a shorter season so that way they can get more episodes out for next year instead of having to wait however many years it's been since Volume 1.
I think it's been like 2 years.
Yeah. So they're going to... No, I think it's been 3 years. I think.
Oh, I don't even remember.
I think it's
the
going on
years
the third
anymore.
year.
Yeah, going on the 3rd year. So, yeah, they're going to have this Volume 2 this year and Volume 3 is next year.
Nice.
Yeah. I saw the opening. At first, when I saw it, they were only showing clips from like one episode. Like, I don't really like the art style. And then they, like, as it went further, they started showing like different episodes. Like, oh, okay, that's a lot better for me. Like, my favorite episode is I want to say it's episode 2, where the girl is running away from the guy, and he's like hunting her down.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end, you figure out that
She kills him.
they're in that loop.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoilers for
It's been almost 3 years.
I haven't seen it, and you know that.
You'll forget all about this.
I probably will.
Forget about it. Forget about
Forget
it.
about it.
Forget about it.
Why do we all do that?
I just noticed
Because it's popular.
that when Captain gets louder, I lean further away from my own microphone. Like, that's going to help.
Because you're intimidated.
Never.
The defiance in your face.
I apologize for getting loud. So that's all I had to really say about Love, Death, and Robots. The one thing that upset me, of course, I had a poop joke in the trailer.
Of course.
Really?
Poop jokes
That-
are so stupid. Why is poop and vomit? Like, why do they think, oh, the height of comedy. Poop and vomit.
You don't remember the poop joke in the trailer?
I don't think I saw that trailer.
Oh, well, we need to fix that later.
I think I saw what you originally said was like the one part of like one episode. I think was what I saw, like a teaser kind of thing.
Oh, possibly. Well, we'll check that out after this.
Okay.
All right, so I didn't put this one in here. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
I did.
Thief, you seem excited about
I
this.
am, and it fucking kind of pisses me off that I'm excited because I really thought I was over the whole zombie thing and just done with it. But then I saw this trailer and I was like, you know what? I'm in.
I'm back.
Count me
I
in.
think I've seen the trailer. I think I saw, like, part of the trailer on Facebook. And then all these people were commenting, like, zombie movies. And I was like,
Wait,
I
so
like
is this
zombie movies?
this is coming out on the same day as Love, Death, and Robots?
It's
We're going to be
possible.
busy,
May
busy
14th.
boys.
Oh, it's coming out in theaters on
Yeah.
May 14th, and then
A week later on HBO
that-
Max.
is HBO Max or Netflix?
HBO.
Oh, it is Netflix.
Yeah, I think it's Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, HBO Max is getting a bunch of stuff though.
Yeah.
Like today when we're recording, after we finish, I'm going to watch me some Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
I thought you were talking about a new game, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound very fun to me at all. I want to play Overcooked.
Oh no, Army of the Dead, or is
Yeah.
it Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead.
Of the Dead, yes. It's kind of
No, Mortal Kombat. I thought he was talking about a new Mortal Kombat
Oh.
game.
No, the movie.
That makes way more sense now.
It does, but it's not the Walking Dead zombies. These zombies are smarter and faster, sort of like I Am Legend vampires, quote unquote, in an apocalyptic Las Vegas wasteland.
I don't.
You know, in the book of I Am Legend, they were legit vampires.
Yes, they were,
I was aware of this.
and they also talked.
And they talked, yes, and they talked, and it had a vastly different ending
Yep.
than the movie. And the second half of the book was a bunch of really fucking creepy short stories.
I don't remember that.
I used to have the book, and the first half, like, I was reading it, and I was like, well, this seems like the end. And then I was like, it ends in the middle of the book.
Right. It was like his. Yeah.
And the rest of the book, the second half of the book, was just these really fucking creepy short stories. And I was like, whoa! They
That's
were so scary.
weird.
That's nice.
I
though.
still, like, have scared thoughts about one of them. Like,
Really? The one where it's like, where is my toe?
no. Did you ever hear the Taily Bone one? Because that was super scary to me as a kid. But no, I'm talking about, like, tiny figure climbs under the, like, kind of like Chucky-ish, but, like, extra small and way more violent, which I don't even know how you could get
The
more
Indian
violent.
in
but,
the
like,
cupboard?
small like that, but murdering.
But murdering.
I don't know. It was just scary because there was no
So
way
the-
to get away, and that's scary to me. Like, if you can't find a solution, I freak out because I have anxiety. So,
Cowboy in the cupboard?
Anyway, so about Army of the Dead.
Yes. What about it?
So you seem very excited about this.
I am excited because it's kind of like a casino heist / zombie film / battle for survival.
yes.
And
And they're stealing money.
it's
Oh yeah,
Zack Snyder.
I saw the trailer and I'm like, why are they stealing money during a
it's
zombie
there.
apocalypse?
Well,
Because
I
they
don't
can.
think they knew that there were zombies. I don't know. I
They
mean, we don't know
did.
yet.
They did know there were zombies.
Yeah, they
there.
had weapons, huh?
They specifically are preparing and telling them, yes, you have to get through this army of zombies to
yeah.
get to this money. And I'm thinking, like, is money still a thing in the zombie apocalypse?
Well, I think it might just be that Vegas is nuked.
Fuck money, get bitches.
Like maybe the rest of the world is just fine.
Wait, fuck bitches, get money.
I was like, wait, that's backwards.
ADHD.
Anyway,
But yeah.
like, I'm all for a good heist movie, but I don't know how I feel about a zombie heist movie.
But it's kind of it's not a smart heist movie like some movies. It's more of a
We can, so we did.
yeah, Fast and Furious heist movie, if you will.
yeah, I guess.
But it's also going to be Zack Snyder's cut.
Oh, God.
Like there's
So 15 hours?
no, but I mean they're letting him do his whatever he wants with the movie. They're not like changing anything and getting a new director and having that director like sexually assault stars and stuff. Whatever.
Ugh.
We shall see how this goes.
I don't know if I mixed up those directors. I do sometimes.
You didn't.
Okay.
All right. So, so what I'm getting from this is you're happy about Army of the Dead.
I think I am. We shall see in May, which I hate May as a month.
Why do you
It's
hate?
gonna be May.
Why do you hate the month of May?
So many bad things
Just
happen
Justin
in May.
Timberlake with his ramen hair.
Yeah.
It's gonna be May.
Wow.
Actually, you can't hate Justin.
Why can't you hate Justin?
He's just an amazing person.
Okay, that works. Hey,
Hey.
hey,
Hey.
He's for horses.
hey, Nick, you're there.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's like you haven't said anything in a while.
Because I actually haven't seen the trailer for that movie.
It's okay. It's all right. But do you have opinions about zombies?
I hear a puppy.
Also, listeners, if you hear that, that's a puppy. Like an actual bio puppy.
Scroochin'.
Scritching. So, what kind of movies do you like?
I bounce back from anywhere from animated to comedy to thrillers and even zombie movies. We recently marathoned the Rage Virus movies.
The what?
28 days and 28 weeks
Oh.
later.
Ooh.
I haven't seen neither of those.
Danny Boyle.
They're more of a rage virus instead of an actual zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know the premise of it. I almost saw it once, and something happened. I didn't end up seeing it. Then somebody told me what happened, and I'm like, oh, I guess.
You should
I like
still
it.
watch
You should watch it. And they were the first. So they used a different filming technique to film that movie and its sequel, and they were the first ones to use that filming technique. And it's what makes the zombies so scary and in their movements and more like jerky, even though they're fast zombies.
Okay.
Because they cut clips of the film out.
Oh, so you just
that they
cut out
move-
small scenes.
Yeah, teeny tiny clips,
Right.
like seconds at a time, so that they appear to be moving faster and more jerkily than they would
Normally.
normally. And it was a
As
brand-
normal zombies move, of course.
Yeah, it was a brand new technique, and it really changed the way that they showed up and moved on the screen. So,
Okay. So,
worth watching.
speaking of movies and things, did you all watch the Marvel shows when they were on Netflix?
Yes. Except Iron Fist, because I only got like a couple episodes in, and I was like,
Boring.
Wait, you didn't watch Iron Fist?
I watched like 2 episodes, and I was like, this is so boring.
Because everybody goes to watch Iron Fist for those board meetings.
Right. Well, or just the whole cultural appropriation thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how Iron Fist was in the comics.
Right. But I mean, there's a lot of pretty bad shit in the comics from the past that we probably don't need to
Yeah,
revisit.
that doesn't get
Yeah.
really brought up in the films now.
True. Well, I mean, that's kind of Iron Fist's whole character, though.
Right.
So you can't really have Iron Fist without some of that.
Just make him not white.
Making my way downtown. Dang it.
Wow. And white girl. No.
Time to see my fluffy dog.
So the reason I bring this up is some of those stars are going to be coming back into the Marvel movies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By stars, you mean
The people
Actors
the
and
actors.
actresses.
Yes.
Oh.
So
From Netflix to the MCU?
from Netflix to the MCU.
Could it be true?
From Netflix to the MC Hammer.
Can't touch this.
Oh, God. Listeners, what have I done? Lala, come back.
Will you hold this beast for a while? Thank you. She's trying to go under the
Did
table.
you just say, will you hold this beast?
Yes, she's getting like tangled in my headphone cord and trying to go under the table.
Yeah, that would not go well for you.
No.
So far, we have Matt Murdock's going to be coming back, Daredevil. Frank Castle, The Punisher. Jessica Jones, who's just Jessica Jones. And do we have? Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin.
It was Jessica all along.
Oh wow!
It was a white man. No.
Oh god! But yeah, they are supposedly going to be back in. The actors are going to be back, but they are not reprising the same roles.
Oh.
Wait, okay.
Or are they?
Can you
They're-
explain this better? Because you were really confusing me when we were talking before the show. They're not playing the same characters, or they're not playing a continuation of the characters from the show?
Exactly. So
Like, are they playing entirely different characters? Like Daredevil's actor coming in and playing
Foggy.
Punisher?
No.
And-
Playing Foggy.
Yeah, like...
He was such
Or
a
are they
great...
reprising their roles but not connected to the shows?
Correct.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me now.
So yes, so like
Because you keep saying they're not playing the same characters, but they
Right,
are.
that's why
are they
that's why I
playing-
was getting from it. Thief, I need you to explain things a bit better when you explain them.
I'm sorry, but John Bernthal will be Frank Castle in the MCU, but
Yes.
he will not be the Frank Castle.
From the Netflix
From the
series.
Netflix show.
So all of that is not canon. Anything that happened on Netflix is not canon.
Also, real quick, well done, Thief, on knowing what canon is now.
Thank you.
Yay! They go boom,
They go to Boom Booms.
Yes.
boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
I was thinking it was a totally different Boom Boom
Me too.
song.
I was thinking of Boom Boom Boom.
Well, there's also
Totally
boom,
different.
boom,
John Lee
and I
Hooker?
see say way-oh, way-oh.
Boom, 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 boom. No.
That's the one I sang.
Was it?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, well, maybe I was thinking that one. Never mind.
Gonna shoot you right down.
I'm just looking
Everybody
over at
turn
Nick.
and stare at Nick.
Every time I look at Nick is just over there wiggling happily. Are you okay, Nick?
Yeah, I have comfortable happy stems, which is a lot of swaying back and forth, especially if there's a rhythm or singing.
So, real quick question for those who don't know. What are stems?
It falls under ADHD, correct?
It falls under a lot of things. A lot of neurodivergence has stems.
I know most ADHD and autistic people stem quite a bit, which is where mine come from. It can happen due to either a happy feeling or sad, overwhelmed, anger.
So, STEM is short for stimulation, for...
Actually, that's all I've ever known it as.
I'm pretty sure it's for stimulation because it's when your emotions get so big that you have to do a physical motion to express them and to let them out.
But it's based on emotion, right?
Yes.
Or like feelings.
Yeah,
Whereas
it's based on like feelings. So a lot of neurodivergent people can't process their feelings the same way that neurotypical people can.
right.
And so we'll get these big emotions that other people would be able to process through and work through, and we have to do physical movements to work through those emotions and feelings.
But they're different than tics. Because
Yes, different than
ticks.
tics.
Are just like random. Your body's just like
Tics
hey,
are involuntary.
Yeah.
Stimming can also be involuntary to a degree,
Right.
but it's not as bad as ticking. Also, doing some type of motion or something keeps me focused.
Okay.
We
It's
both
just-
rock.
Yeah.
Yes, child, you rock.
No,
You don't rock?
I sway.
Sway with the motion of the boat.
Yeah. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
God. God.
I'm on a dolphin doing flips and shit.
Hey, Steve,
Yes.
what is Shadow and Bone?
Shadow and Bone is a new series.
When you have sex in the dark.
True.
Not necessarily true.
Shadow and Bone.
I mean, he's right. You don't necessarily have to be in the dark. You just have to be in the shadows.
That's
Yes.
what we do in the shadows.
Oh, God.
So public play in the alleyway.
Ooh.
So those of you who are just tuning in, where have you been? And secondly, welcome to a kinky, nerdy podcast.
How the fuck do you turn in? How do you tune into the middle of a podcast?
You walk in on somebody else already listening.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hi, Gigantor.
Accurate.
As he walked out of the room.
Right. Turns around and walks right back out. God damn it.
I
Why
need
don't
to
you
pull
guys
him back
get, like,
in.
A message from him after this episode airs. Like, what the fuck, guys?
Right. He's used to it. But yeah, Shadow and Bone, the non-sex version.
Aw,
Version?
no fun.
Version's
Version.
not the right word. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Version, not virgin.
Virgin. Anyway, it's a show on Netflix.
I mean, a virgin is non-sex.
It'll be out today.
Today?
Today.
Why didn't
Well-
you tell me this when you showed me the trailer for this super cool thing?
Not for the listeners, though.
Oh.
It came out last week for you guys.
Yep.
What?
But for us,
Last
it's
Friday.
today.
For us, it's today.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Time.
Guys,
We are time travelers. Did you not know?
I have ADHD and I'm neurodivergent, and they're like changing time around.
Well, time.
All that exists is yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and the day that the appointment is.
Now-
but I don't know when that day is.
Now, listen to me here, child. Listen to me. Time is more of a wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey
Don't
ball
you
of...
quote the deep magics to me, sir. I was there when they were written.
But it's Doctor Who.
It's the deep magics.
You-
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who's the deep magics.
Yeah. I was watching when that episode aired.
As was I.
I was there.
I don't know if you were there.
I was there.
Whether you were there or not, it's on your side. Time.
I was also
Wrong movie.
On my side.
I was also thinking of BMO from Adventure Time. Time
Yes,
is an
it is.
illusion.
One of those shows that I have not really gotten into. I know I need to. Because I felt the look of anger.
No anger. I was just thinking that that's kind of par for the course because I've tried multiple times to watch Steven Universe.
But Steven, you were so good. I'm sorry.
And so is some parts of Adventure Time. But
Some parts of Adventure.
Well, I didn't get to watch the whole thing because again, I live in the middle of nowhere with no electricity. So
don't worry. Next time.
So what would happen if you just kicked open the phone booth doors and just put like 7 rounds of 45 caliber bullets into the doctor?
He would
he would
regenerate.
regenerate.
But also, you can't just kick open the door.
You have to pull it open?
Nope.
It's a pull,
You-
not
you-
push?
No, you have to be allowed into the TARDIS.
Oh.
It's a push me pull you.
Also, either you have to be allowed in, or if the doctor just kind of walks out and leaves the door open, as he has been known to do sometimes.
Yeah.
What if you're Bad Wolf?
Well, then she had to get a...
She was allowed in.
She was allowed in, but she also had to get a tow truck to become the Bad Wolf.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah, she had to get a tow truck to pull the panel off of the TARDIS control panel.
Dang.
Yes.
I may or may not be a Whovian.
I can see this. I can see this taking shape and happening right in front of us. That's okay, though.
I want
That's
more Doctor
okay.
Who in my life.
I was also a Whovian, but then I got past like a certain doctor and was like,
Was it Tennant? No,
no,
Smith.
I love Tennant. I got
Will
most
Smith?
of the way through
Matt
Matt
Smith.
Smith, and then I was just like, because they kept changing the whole like history and the whole storyline over and over again, and that really bothers me. So,
but Doctor Who always changes things.
not to that extent.
True.
Not to the extent where they erase like everything that ever happened and rewrite it to something else. Like it was all, everything is erased and redone in one episode, and I was like, hey, that's usually at least like a 6 episode thing.
Give us time to get used to this.
It makes more sense, like, and it explains why things still function, like, but not in that.
And this has been Whovian Corner.
Plus, I really think David Tennant's hot, so I was sad that he was not there anymore.
He was in 28 Days Later.
David Tennant?
No, he wasn't. I'm
No,
thinking
he
of somebody
wasn't.
else.
Well, what's that? Like,
Christopher Eccleston, who was
Is
the
that who I was
9th
thinking
Doctor, is in 28 Days Later.
Oh, okay.
so there was a doctor there.
There was
Yes.
a doctor.
Now the doctor was good enough to cure
Plays
everybody.
a soldier.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. I'll be damned.
Yes, you're
Well-
welcome.
Well done.
I know too many things,
You do.
and also not enough things.
Also, why does my brain do that?
I don't know. Hey, guys.
Because I'm so cute that you got distracted.
The guy that wakes up in the hospital and 20 days later, the actor, his name is...
I don't know.
He's also in... he's the main character from the other show that I can't think of.
There's
What
lots-
the fuck is
Hold
wrong
on,
with
hold on.
my
I think I
brain?
know who you're talking about. Are we talking about him in Once Upon a Time?
No.
Or
No. That's 28 weeks later. That guy's in 28.
okay, so he is in one of the movies.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know then.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yes.
It doesn't matter because I can't even think of the name of the movie that I was going to talk about that he was in, that he does an amazing job where he plays a guy. Everybody knows him as a guy.
He plays a guy.
that lives with his wife, but nobody ever sees them together. And, you know, he ends up playing both roles.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a really good movie.
Okay.
I don't know.
So what we'll do is we'll have that in the show notes when Thief remembers
We
it.
won't.
Sure you will, buddy. Sure you will. You can
No.
do it.
He might remember it, but that doesn't mean it's going to be
He's
in the
like
show
one of my
notes.
favorite actors now, too. He played Scarecrow in Batman Begin, or
Oh.
Dark Knight, or whatever.
Dark Knight. No, Batman Begins.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
Yeah.
Nobody shall ever know
I've
his
seen
name
his
again.
dick.
Yes.
But I don't know his name.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You gotta watch 28 Days Later, Mom.
You should.
Okay.
It's really good. I mean, it's not.
It's a really good dick.
Yeah.
No, you see his dick in it. It's really good. That's
Yeah.
not why we're saying to watch it.
So here's the thing I want to do. I want to move forward.
Forward?
Since when do we care what you want to do?
Oh, damn.
Okay, fine. I'm done with this podcast. Goodbye, people.
You should come to my house more and visit me. I'm lonely.
You're more than welcome to come here where,
My car takes like 3
there's
times as much gas as yours.
Civilization exists down here in the city.
and
Cry on the podcast.
me and Thief just got the saddest and most heart-wrenching look.
Yes.
We apologize.
We take it all back. We didn't mean it.
We are horrible.
Every trip that I've taken down here in the last month has been to plan or attend a funeral.
Oh.
So, I kind of would like to be home for a bit. But it's lonely up there.
Gotcha.
And you are my friend with a small gas-efficient car.
You want me to come up there and drive you down?
No, then you'd have to drive me back up. That's like 4 hours in the car.
There's a shuttle bus.
I don't like riding the Kern Regional Transit. I think it's just the Kern Transit now.
Yeah. It probably takes a couple of hours.
Wait, hold on. How did this happen? How do we get on?
We never
I
even
told
talked
you.
about Shadow and Bone.
We
No.
did not. I just realized,
all.
like,
Yeah.
what is Shadow and Bone?
It's just a TV show that's based on some books that somebody's writing. And
What's the premise?
Well, all right, fine.
It's like,
Shadow and Bone is a fantasy adventure about Alina Starkov, a teenage orphan who grows up in a Russian-inspired land of Ravka, before her entire life changes when she unexpectedly harnesses a power she never knew she had to save her best friend.
Light bending.
Yep, exactly. It is the first book in the Grisha trilogy. Shadow and Bone will premiere on Netflix Friday, April 23rd,
Today.
2021.
On National Littles Day.
Is it? Today's Little Day?
Yes, I told you guys this earlier.
I know,
But did you tell us on here?
Yes,
Oh, well then yes. Hi,
we're
Littles.
talking about passies.
Wow.
Yes, you're having a national day last week.
Yes, last week.
Yes.
But remember, for next year, April 23rd, National Littles Day.
Right. So go to Still Brat Passies right
and there
now.
might be a discount next year,
Ooh.
if I remember.
I just thought about this. Does this mean that next year National Little Days will be on a Saturday?
No, it's the day before. So what's today?
Today's the
Friday?
Friday.
So it'll be a
Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday. Oh well.
Well, that's no fun. That's just the luck of Littles right there.
The luck of
Yep.
Littles.
Our National Day is on a fucking Thursday.
Oh. All right. We want to move forward. I got an important question.
Slowly, the thief steals away, blinding
bright
us
light.
with the light. He returns, victorious. Well
Actually,
done.
that should be the laugh for when I turn the light off, not on. Well, actually, it's kind of a horror show if you see me naked. So if I turn the light on, I use that laugh.
We broke Captain.
He's blinking. He's alive.
Is he though?
Dead on the inside.
Is it a seizure?
I think Nick's just having fun watching me brat.
Ooh, you guys should come around more often then, because I've seen you brat out a lot worse than this.
Yee.
It gets scary sometimes.
I don't doubt that.
I'm sorry.
Playing with fire, and Captain's trying to tell him not to, and the rat's just like,
I will
He
burn.
left us outside with the fire. He came up to my house, and there was a group of littles around the fire, and he said, I'm done being out here, and went
I was
inside.
big.
Well,
I was big.
And I noped out of the freaking cold.
but you're also to blame for that.
I didn't start the fire.
No, but
He started the fire.
you have the ability to kind of watch even when you're in headspace.
Nobody got burnt.
That's what I mean.
Nope.
See? It's fine.
Everyone was fine.
But I mean, I
I'm
would,
a good pyromaniac.
like, if we were having a littles night and there was, like, littles draped around and curled on the floor and stuff, and I was like, I'm going to go to Taco Bell real quick, I would be okay with leaving you here. Which probably isn't the best thing
I'm the
to
weirdest
do.
brat ever. I'm so responsible, you guys. It's not even funny.
It's true, though. Whereas there's some littles that you'd be like, all right, they cannot be left alone anywhere.
The house will be thrashed and also burnt down.
Yes. You come home, they're bleeding from leg wounds, and you're like, what the fuck? Crayons are all melted against the fireplace.
That sounds fun. Put a piece of paper on it, and then you take crayons. They melt on the paper.
Yeah, but they also drip.
Shh.
Okay. I don't know if they'd melt that quick. It'd have to be really hot.
Yeah.
And then the paper would burn.
You'd
Your
burn
hand
your
would burn
hand.
too, because
See, I'm so responsible.
this is not a good
You
idea.
gotta use an electric skillet. That's how you... A griddle.
Oh, yeah, on the carpet too. Make it
Yeah.
sure it's safe.
You are allowed to laugh.
Next to the drapes.
Yeah.
They're fire retardant.
No, but electric
Where
griddles
are
don't
drapes
have...
of the fire retardant?
I mean, they should be.
So should the carpet.
Right.
But electric griddles, they don't have any flame. They just get hot.
Oh, that's true.
They have a little, like, temperature dial. And then you put a piece of paper on it. And then you use crayons and you draw on the paper. And the crayons melt on the paper, but they don't get on the griddle.
Ooh.
And it makes super cool, like tie-dye splashy art on the paper.
Interesting. That
very
actually
fun.
give my stick figures some character, some dimension.
Well, then you can also do where you take, like, colored pens and you just do different colors in different spots on a whole piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then you put it on the griddle and you take a black crayon and cover the whole page. And then you do scratch art by taking, like, a penny or a needle and you scratch through the black crayon and then the colors show up.
Nice.
It's very
like
fun.
it.
It's hard to do if you don't melt the crayon, though, because then you can see the color through the... If you just draw the crayon on
Right.
over the marker, you can see the marker through it.
That makes sense.
Welcome to Little's Hour
Right.
on the Gotham Press Podcast with Thief and Brat-of-Steel. And Captain waits patiently for us to get back on topic. It will never happen.
He's supervising. It's fine.
Am I?
Maybe.
Anyway, I did have a question.
Yes.
Very important question.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. If you would like to drop into Little's headspace right now, you go right ahead.
That is nowhere near the question I had.
Are we supposed to have permission to do that?
That is nowhere near the question I had. No, the question I had was about your other headspace.
Oh.
Your pet space.
Oh, you're talking to Jack. I was thinking of fire there for a second.
I don't... Do you even have a pet space?
There's a pyro headspace.
That is not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Hey, that could be a dragon.
It could be.
Very much so.
What would your dragon hoard be if you were a dragon? Like, what things would you hoard? Scary stuffed
What would I
animals?
hoard?
Playing cards?
Rubber duckies.
Rubber duckies.
Yes.
Rubber
I thought
ducky.
about custom painting a
You're
rubber
the
duck for you
one.
recently.
Ooh,
Rubber ducky.
that reminds me. I have a head.
I had that backwards.
And I was gonna see if you wanted to do his makeup.
I'd be willing to look at it.
Okay.
I'm not really very good at makeup, but I'd be willing
You
to
don't
try.
have to. I mean, it could be like it doesn't have to be like makeup. It could be anything, like artistic freedom to do whatever you want on his face.
And then paint it after.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Is it you? Are you the head?
Wow.
No, he has shorter hair.
Oh, that's valid.
It's really, really short. It was like a barbershop testing dummy thingy. So it's just the head. But
Oh, the things he's seen.
yeah.
This barbershop testing dummy.
Yeah. He was in my truck, in the back of my truck for a long, long
What
time.
question about my headspace did you have? You never asked the question.
I know I didn't get a chance to.
You just partway brought out an Arctic fox and then we veered off.
You very much so. It was going to be about your pet space versus Nick's furry space.
He also has a pet space.
Do you have a pet space, Nick?
You have met Blue multiple times.
I have, but the listeners haven't.
Maybe they have. You don't know.
Depends on which listeners.
Exactly. Not all the listeners have. Now all the listeners have.
My shoulder cracked when I did that, so you know. 'Cause I am an old man.
Child.
Lies.
So I had some curiosity about what is the difference really between a pet space and a furry space.
There are none. No kidding.
There are none. Is the exact same thing.
They're the same thing. Just you wear a couch.
Couches are heavy.
Yes, they are. And
Especially
hard to
if-
breathe in.
If they're the fold-out ones.
A hide-a-bed, which I thought
Yeah.
was a height-a-bed when I was a kid, because I
Wow.
did not understand.
Well, because you're so small and the couch was so tall.
Yeah.
That's true. They were very heighty.
Hey Nick, can you tell us a little bit about furry space?
So most furries, it's typically the same type of concept, except it's more the human side of
Anthropomorphic.
yes, which is also giving animals human traits. For those that don't know what the term
Anthropomorphic.
I'm apparently stammering today.
Welcome to my world.
I like your face.
I think you see.
It's really cute.
You're not helping him.
I'm sorry. Mom's asleep over there.
I'm not asleep. I'm waiting for you guys to continue.
So the anthropomorphic thing is like how I consider my dog is just like my dog. Like it's my dog.
You have a dog?
My dad's got a dog. I got a dog, kind of. It's not really my dog, but he likes me better and he likes my dad.
That happens a lot.
Yup.
So let's do this. So Nick, how long have you been a furry?
Oh, that's probably about 10, 15 years now.
Okay. How did you find your furry space?
I've always had connections with different animals, mainly wolves in particular.
Oh.
And I started searching around on maybe dressing up on Halloween, basic stuff like that, and started coming across different fandoms, which led me into finding the furry fandom. Now, sadly, yes, most people encounter furries, or at least back in the day and age of like before, well, early 2000s, from a CSI episode or an American Dad episode.
There was an American Dad episode of furries.
Yes, sadly.
I'm guessing it was not a good representation.
Neither was the CSI one.
Oh, how bad are we talking here?
Well, the term gifting is problematic for most, which is just people fooling around in their suits.
Okay. I know that we had a couple of furries on the podcast last season.
Yes.
2 seasons ago? Last season?
I think it was last season.
All right. Yeah, last season. So I know yiffing is not something that is popular.
It's not popular, and the major majority of furries don't do so.
It's not mainstream.
Yeah, it's not mainstream as much as media tries to portray it as.
So what you're saying is media sees this thing done once and, oh my God, they must all do that all the time.
Yep.
Yes, similarly to how the BDSM scene is misconstrued, how pet play is misconstrued, how little space is misconstrued. Very similar.
Basically, whatever's sensational.
Yes. And honestly, it didn't even come from the actual act of someone doing so in their suit. It is basically even based off the drawing style of most of the adult side of it, because that there is the majority of the furry fandom, is the adult graphics of
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
The
Which
drawing portions.
Which is comics and
Not the
webcomics
actual-
and short videos and things like that, and not actual people doing the things.
Yeah.
Fritz the cat.
Yeah, very, very well done on that one.
I'm just imagining a blue wolf with a massive cock for some reason. I don't know where I saw it.
There's
Hey, babe.
several of those. No, that is not one of my OCs.
No, what
But I
was
mean, it just I've seen that. It's and I don't remember.
Yeah.
Wait, home. So, do you have a cloaca?
Some species do. Dragons and different reptiles
Yeah.
in the fandoms typically do, and a lot of the genitalia is not humanized.
Right. No, what was I thinking of? Netflix show where they vaguely touched on this sort of thing. Animated series, Beastars.
Yes. That's one of the top that furries have gone to now.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Zootopia.
Yeah.
For those that
Which is-
aren't going towards the
I would say
more
Zootopia
adult-
seems. I was say Zootopia does not seem like it would get deep into that.
No, but it
It's-
is one of the top media that is consumed by the furry fandom at this time.
And it's actually a more positive note
Yes.
side of it.
Yeah.
To where
Child
Beastars
appropriate as
lands in between, because you have a lot of the violence and
well. Sex
more adult
themes.
themed sections of it. Just like crap, what's the other one? There's another one that just came out.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the furry fandom has a lot of roots in the art world because the original anthropomorphized animals that people were looking at when they started thinking about these things were from cartoons.
Like Mickey Mouse,
Bugs Bunny, Wile E. Coyote, like Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
They had to desexualize for the new movie that's coming out.
They, to my understanding, they did that because backlash from fans, I guess. Because I don't need you to. I'm sorry. I say fans. I mean
Critics?
like mothers across America and things like that. Like, my child does not need to see a sexualized rabbit on screen.
Yes, well, that's what I'm...
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of the roots of furry art started because of anthropomorphized animals in cartoons. Like, they were big... There's a really, really, really good...
Roger Rabbit is one of the main causes, in my opinion.
Yes.
Hold on now. Hold on. Jessica
gets to
Rabbit
have a sis
was
and
not a
husband.
rabbit.
This is true.
No, but Roger Rabbit is. And they were together and had highly sexual themes.
This is true. This is very true.
Not all yiffing is furry on furry.
Yes. As
Hold on. Mind blown.
And then you delve into the monster fuckers like me.
Which are also part of the furry fandom.
Yeah.
I was going to ask
Yes,
about that.
there are several homebrewed species that are based more monster than actual animal.
And we
Also,
wanna fuck
tentacle
'em
porn
all.
is one of the major things in most fandoms.
Well, when you were talking about how it started kind of in the artistically, or art scene, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, so is it only a matter of time before I'm wearing a giant fucking tentacle
Yes.
and like just wiggling around? Because
Do you know how hard I've been trying to find the right tentacle dildo? Like, I have been searching and struggling, and the one that I want is always out of stock.
I'm talking full silicone tentacle fucking bodysuit with suctions that I can like suction up against somebody.
We
and just,
really
like,
need to get you.
Semi-related. Semi-related. That makes me think of the scene in The Naked Gun where they're wearing the giant condoms.
Oh God.
yeah, close, but with suction cups.
Dude,
Suction cups.
We need to get you on an episode with Zealist because he is all about that life as well.
Bring it.
in all honesty, that is very not far from being possible anymore.
Right. That's
There
what
is... It is a fetish, but it's highly fetishized in the furry fandom called voyeurism.
Vor?
Yes.
Isn't that when you eat somebody?
Yes.
Yes. People have actually been building... I think the last one I saw was a dragon-related one to where it's a silicone throat that you can actually fit in.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
your thing is not far off from being possible.
Possible.
There would just be a lot of health concerns with it being mainly silicone. You might want to go with latex or rubber instead, because silicone does
Maybe
not
with
breathe.
the outer, like maybe make the suction cups or certain parts of it silicone, but the main majority of it something more breathable.
Because, like, just a fursuit head alone,
Lycra.
which is... Okay, let me rephrase that. A resin-based fursuit head with ventilation and fans and everything will still get up over 100 degrees.
Oof. I don't know if I
That's
can
where
do that.
the term, it feels like fucking in a couch while yiffing, comes into play.
How do you breathe?
You don't.
You don't.
You do, it's just very, very heavy panting.
It's like carefully.
I mean, that's also hot, but like breath play is on my no-no list, so it's in my no-no square. You cannot touch me there. Put your phone away, Mom. I'm watching you. I see it in your glasses.
Now,
I know. I was playing a game.
I
Just
thought
to
you might be
touch
missing
on-
Lala.
to touch on one other misconception about the furry fandom,
Yes.
you don't have to have a fursuit to be a furry.
Wait, hold up. Okay, now you're speaking more my style. Continue.
Most people think they have to have a fursuit to be a true furry. Emphasis.
So you just have to have the head.
You don't even have to have that.
Okay.
You don't even
That's
have to
called
have an
poodling.
actual character.
Hold on.
You don't have to have a sona or anything.
Hold just a moment. Poodling?
Yeah, when you have like just the head and the paws and the tail, it's poodling because you know when poodles get their hair groomed.
Ah.
I've never heard it stated that way.
Yeah, it's called poodling.
I've always just labeled it as a partial suit.
Yeah, no, they
Because
call it
that's-
poodling
Mine's retired now, but
because it looks like if a poodle got groomed.
that's fair, but I'm no fucking poodle. No offense to poodles, just I'm not that breed.
You have been educated today.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have actually.
The more you know.
One day we'll get clearance to use that sound bite.
The more you know.
Or I'll just fucking put it in there.
And then the Gotham Press has been sued out of existence.
We'll just rename it the Gotham Press,
The Gotham Press.
Gartham.
and we'll have the logo will be the Gotham from Dark Crystal.
Oh, I was thinking a totally different Garth.
Pretty on, Wayne.
Party on, Gotham. Mike Myers, you are more than welcome to come be on this podcast if you like.
Were you finished with what you were saying?
I think so because my train of thought went haywire.
But I did have a question.
Yes.
Therian?
Okay.
Otherkin? What are these things?
Therian and Otherkin kind of land within the furry fandom as well, and also the pup community. It's leans more towards the pup community, in my opinion, just due to the fact that it's more of an animalistic. As yes, I am labeled as a furry, a pup, but But I also do label myself as a wolf Therian because I feel more connected to a direwolf animalistic side as well as just my other headspaces.
Oh, real quick, listeners. A pet player, a furry, a Therian can be totally separate things for people.
And they can all overlap also. But I do want to add in that same as being a furry, being a pet, you do not have to have gear to do pet play. Just you don't concern yourself with your own safety. Obviously, a lot of us wear a lot of our gear for safety reasons. Knee pads, elbow pads, wrist braces, things like that. But you are not required to have gear to be a pet.
You don't even have to understand your headspace right away either.
Nope, just play. You'll figure it out.
And you'll get the appropriate gear for your headspace.
If you want gear.
Yes.
Right, if you want gear for safety reasons, generally.
Now back to the question at hand. Therian is I've mainly seen used for wolf species, to where Otherkin is people can relate to leopards, lions, other big cats, other big predators,
Lions,
or even,
tigers, bears, oh my.
Yep.
Oh my.
And even prey style animals. There's no limitation. It's just what you feel you spiritually connect with. As Therian and Otherkin are more of a spiritual side than a headspace, in my opinion. But others see it differently.
Okay.
Now, yes, all of this is opinion-based because there is no right way of doing anything.
There's
in
no
the world.
rule book or set description that everybody adheres to.
And if someone tells you otherwise, they're wrong.
Punch them in the face.
I'm sure there's elitists though, right, out there that are
In
like
every
Yeah. Oh, and as Jack touched on fully agree with getting safety gear if that is what you want. If you do own a fursuit, make sure to hydrate. You will dehydrate in those so quickly, and no one wants to have their fursuit cut off and have to be rushed to a hospital. These things are, if you are a cosplayer and build your own stuff, you know how much work goes into a suit and how much money they cost.
I have literally seen someone have to have ace bandages cut off their chest because they were using that to bind to do crossplay at a convention. And let me tell you, that is no fun.
Nope.
Your titties out in front of the whole convention.
Oh. Hey, maybe they enjoy that.
She did not.
Well, then I can help that.
Adventure dog. We're going.
Did you say adventure dog?
Yeah, she's trying to go under the table again.
Oh.
Come back here.
looking forward to Frenchy fries.
She is on the hunt.
On the hunt?
On the prowl. She sat in a restaurant for an hour and only got one tiny piece of bread as a treat after. She was mass disappointed.
I would be too.
She has more treats in the car.
I don't.
No. I mean, unless you like dog biscuits, I have a couple.
I'll try one.
Pet play.
I've eaten milk bones before.
Willingly?
Do they taste like
Yeah.
milk?
No.
No.
They taste
They
like
don't.
kind of like dirt
Oh.
in a way.
Though the gourmet pet treats at like Petco's and stuff like that are actually human safe.
Oh, nice.
And they don't taste that bad.
These probably weren't because I was 15, 14 at the time. So it was like 92, 93.
Yeah, milk bone
I
recipe
was
has
2
never been
years
good.
old.
Were you really?
I was 2.
Wow.
I was born in 91.
Wow.
I'm baby.
You could have been the little brother that she's supposed to be watching while we're... Wow.
That had some
I
very
was not yet
ominous
thought of.
tones.
Thief is dirty.
She did have a wolf. Like an actual wolf.
Oh, so did
not,
we.
Not like a part wolf or anything. Like this thing was massive.
Yeah.
They had an old broken down VW van in the backyard. And it would climb up on top of it. And it dented in the roof from where it would
Yeah.
just stand at
When
night.
I was a kid, we also had a wolf. His name was Wolfgang, and he would howl every night. And one of our neighbors poisoned him because they didn't like it.
Wow.
Yeah, they killed him. It was really sad.
This
He
is
was
taking...
giant. He was so huge. Like, people do not understand
No.
how big wolves really are.
Yeah.
They think they're going to be like the size of a husky, and they are not.
Nope.
They
I'd
are
rather not.
giant.
Even if they're the hybrided versions, they still
still
get bigger.
Like just the paw.
Yes.
And you're like, holy shit.
Holy shit, indeed.
We couldn't sleep for like 2 weeks because he would howl every night, and so when he was gone, we didn't have that sound. We couldn't sleep.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good. So I want to bring it back around again.
What are we coming back around to?
We're going around to the... We're going to spin you right round. Right round.
Like a record?
Yep. No, that was
We'll
not
play
the
the
next
other
one.
version of that song when we get home.
What is Otherkin though?
I thought he said it was
Did we cover
just
that?
any other type of kin.
To
Like-
our knowledge, it's like if you don't kin with a
Wolf.
wolf, then it would be Otherkin instead of Therian.
It's the person's preference of what they want to label it under as.
You can have other kin as a sloth, snake.
Yeah. When people will
Poodle.
still place those under Therian, it's just not as common. And people feel there is a big difference between the two. In my opinion, there's not that big of a difference.
So there's a set.
One's more spiritual to where one's more not.
Okay. Because I mean, you can furry out in like anything, right? Like it can be, doesn't even have to be an animal. It can be a fantasy creature.
Yes.
Yeah. And
It's the same with pet play.
Therian and Otherkin will also go into the mythicals as well. It's just they're more the pet play side, in my opinion, because furries can have speech.
Right.
Most Therians and Otherkins won't. Just like most pups,
Pet players.
unless it's a parrot.
I need to find a Gorgon that can speak Greek to me.
Yes.
Are you going to find a Medusa?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Gorgon.
That's what I said.
I need
a Medusa.
I need the costume to be realistic. So I'm gonna need the snakes to be alive.
No.
Boop noodles.
Honestly, with what they've done with fursuit heads, you could probably get robotic style done.
Ooh,
Probably.
that'd be so expensive.
Possibilities.
Because they've been working on tails that move, facial features that move, blinking eyes.
I saw the tails. Why did I see the tails?
Because there's a
This
bunch of
isn't
ads
my
for him on
thing.
Facebook.
And TikTok.
No, but it was a video. They were demonstrating how the tail will move kind of on its own, just based on the movement of your hips.
Yeah, I've
not
seen that.
just
I've seen
like-
that commercial for that tail.
That is due to a lot of the Neko players.
Yeah.
And
What is Neko?
Cat.
Kitties.
Cat.
Oh,
Cat girls. Cat girls are really popular, but
Or-
don't consider themselves furries, don't consider themselves pet players, don't consider themselves Therians.
They're mainly cosplays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
a
just
lot
a
of,
cute
like-
little cat girl.
right.
You know?
They don't consider themselves pets, but they are fucking 120% cat. Like there's no,
Yeah.
like they're even in the headspace.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking in my head is a little clip I've seen over the years. I'll break your Nico kneecaps.
But it also goes into that, like, there are all these stereotypes that people have about pet players, that pups are boys, cats are girls, like, all this shit that comes from those type of things, those little niche things, the gay pup scene, the gay leather pup scene, and then, like, the cat girls that perpetuate these ideas that this is girls, this is boys.
Because cats are pussies. So
It's like the only one that is kind of broken into both genders kind of equally is equestrians.
Yeah, in media.
yeah.
Yeah.
In media. But when you actually get into pet play and you start meeting pets,
There's so many different.
there is no way for you to be like, oh, you're a girl, so you're going to be this. Like, it just
No.
does not happen.
No.
I just want to see the dude out there who's an alley cat and just got the swagger and the sway and the cockiness and the
Tom.
yeah.
The Tom. Yeah.
Not Tom and Jerry Tom.
No.
Talking
No,
about
we've got a panther,
Yeah.
Noms.
I've
Yeah,
seen the
no.
panther.
He's very domesticated and thinks that he's not. Love you, Noms. Hope you're listening to this. Don't
Hi,
be mad at
Noms.
me. And then my ma'am describes my fox as a fox that probably got hurt when it was young and then was rehabilitated, and then they tried to release it and it was too tame, but it's still like super not tame. And I was like, that's accurate.
Wow, as my headphones grate across the... I'm
Play
like,
with my piercing harder, Daddy.
nope, stop it. Nope, red. Red, burning, flaming red. Oh, God. I'm going to move to the next thing on the list here.
There is no next thing.
There are a couple of things.
Okay, right. Let me see here. We've
Some
got
things.
nipple piercing
Nope.
playing with.
Nope.
There's something on the wing. Thing.
So let me ask. You know what? We'll start with the guesty guest, the first time guest.
That
live
this
here.
is my actual official time ever being on a podcast.
Yeah.
Ooh, first podcast.
We've broken a cherry.
Yep.
Time to play with the nipple piercings in celebration.
Harder.
Wait, hold on,
Piercings!
hold on. Greedy, are you playing with him? Are you playing with him, Greedy?
He is now.
Lala, he's playing with him
Do
again.
it for me. Do it for me, Greedy.
Is it bad that I just heard her completely in my head?
Yes,
Wow.
you'll be fine. So the next thing on the list here, and listeners, this is for you. This will actually be the question for this week that you can send into Candy's sweet box. Hey, Thief, what's that number?
Just stuff it in there with your
80.
hand.
I'll wait for Jack to finish.
I'm done.
Oh, he's done. 805 7.
Nope.
Nope.
805 303 1173.
We don't know your number, Candy.
No.
We're so sorry.
She would never call me back, so I was like, fuck that, then I'm just done.
Wow.
I don't want to be the guy that just keeps going and calling and contacting and being like, hey, because I'd be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, you're hot. I'm like, hey, you look really good. Like, you should talk to me.
Thief,
How come
are you
not talking
okay?
to me? And then finally I was just like, fuck it, bitch, whatever.
Wow, Thief,
Yeah.
don't be toxic like that.
Oh, is that toxic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very toxic.
Oh, I didn't know.
Don't be a dude, bro.
Oh, right, because what do we tell them to do?
Fuck off.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is your porn turnoff? What that means is, if you're watching porn, you're enjoying it, and then what's that thing that happens like, oh, I am...
Right, that autoplay video that comes up and just shuts you down.
Yeah.
Just like kills the mood and everything.
Not even necessarily an autoplay, maybe something
Just
even
something
in the
in the
same
porn.
scene.
Oh,
You know, sometimes it's like, oh, this is great. And, oh, why did they have to do that?
right.
So, Nick?
The over-the-top, fake as hell moaning with the zoom in on the face and actually leaving the action kind of thing.
Okay.
High five.
Where's the booty? We don't want to see this. We just want to see the booty.
It's like if you have it going for so long to where someone is actually probably close to their peak and then you switch it to that, that's to where it's just like, okay, that's a downhill climb.
And suddenly, I'm
Wait,
done.
Wait,
Yep.
have you guys seen the video for Too High by Lil Dicky?
I don't think I've seen that one.
I have to show that to you guys when this ends. It is fucking hilarious. And there's a part where he's talking about how he's like, it's about getting too stoned. He's too high and he's trying to jerk off and he comes while they're changing positions in the floor.
Wow.
And that's what that made me think of.
Wow. Okay. How about you, Jack?
This is gonna sound really awful. I'm really just not into vagina stuff when it comes to porn. Like, when it's in practice, totally different thing, because that's between the two people and that has a different feeling and a different meaning. But like watching porn, I'm not like, oh yeah, vagina, yay, like. And also when they're just like, I'm just gonna do lots of blowjob for 20 minutes and then 5 minutes of penetrative sex, and that's the whole scene. That bothers me super much, a lot.
Right. It's very unrealistic. There should be
Yes.
like a good minute and a half of blowjob and then 20 seconds of sex.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Excuse me, Thief?
Huh?
Thief, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Just fire everywhere. Guy comes in with the pizza boxes and his eyes are all giant. He's like, oh.
So afraid. How about you, Thief?
Scat. Scat will shut me down pretty quick.
I don't think I've ever actually seen scat, and I'm okay with this.
Well, some of the websites I go to, you kind of don't really know what you're clicking on until you click on it, you know.
Oh, send me this website.
It's
Get down, man.
yeah. But I agree with Nick. Like the over the top, like fucking just like just going crazy, and you're just like, okay, I know you're not into getting
thief,
like,
do
you're
that
just-
again.
It's just done, and it just I lack. If I need desire, I need.
Or they say really weird shit.
Or
Oh,
like
I'm
What's
the,
okay with
happening?
that.
the
No,
moans
but
aren't
like
even
that
in
don't
the
make
same-
sense while they're like fake moaning. And you can tell they're not enjoying it. They're just trying to find something to say, but they like lose track of what they're saying.
It's
and
almost
so
like they're reading a script.
So like they say
Or they
things
can't
that
even
you're
keep
like,
the timing
but
right.
why?
The ti-
Why?
Right.
You say you can't keep the timing right?
Yeah, the timing with the moans and the rhythm, if they
Right.
can't keep that correct, you know it's like, okay,
Well,
this is just...
Or sometimes
That hurts me because that just hurts me inside because it just flashes back to past
take the dildo
experiences where I'm like, okay, I wasn't doing that. You shouldn't have reacted like that. So you're just faking? Like this whole thing's a fuck.
no, the whole thing is not a fuck at that point.
It's a fake. It's just everything's fake. The world is fake. Fuck it. Burn it all down.
So this isn't my thing that pulls me out. But when watching porn and the audio gets just off track, where you're watching it, yeah, and it's like you see them doing stuff, and then suddenly, like
He
2
slaps
seconds
her
later,
ass, and then 2 seconds later you hear the slap.
you hear the slap,
Like,
or they're like moaning, and you see her mouth something. It's like, what the fuck? And then like a couple seconds later is actually what she says. Like, this is some bullshit, man.
This is some new
the
age.
continuity
See,
is
that-
fucked up.
That's even cringy and
What?
just anything to where the...
Sometimes the audio being off track is hilarious.
What about this,
depending
though?
on what it
Yes.
Old VHS tapes when they would get worn out and get really fuzzy and when
Okay,
you
but
watched
you
them
never
too
had
much.
you never had audio sync issues with VHS.
No, you didn't have audio
Just
sync
saying.
issues, but sometimes you could not see the screen anymore because you had watched the tape too many times.
You'd watch that
because your
scene
dad
way
hid
too
all
much.
the other ones, and that was the only one you smuggled out of the hall. So
That's on you.
This
You
sounds
should
like
have
this sounds
smuggled
very
better.
personal.
you know how hard it is to find time? Okay, our power is a generator, and I shared a trailer with my sister. And the only way, man, my dad would always be, oh, your brother has porn, and he would like take it. I'm gonna burn this. But he did not burn it. He hid it in his trailer so he could look at it.
Hell yes.
Then I would sneak in when he was like doing something else, be like doing the fire clearance, and I'd like grab a magazine. I knew which number in the stack it was. Like,
Oh no.
I had it down.
No,
and
I-
I would put that one back later. I would put them inside of a large book so that I could open the book and like look at the magazine. Like I was not. And then when I was older, my mom like flipped my mattress over for something and was like, "Oh my God, you really are just a teenage boy, and I don't know what to do about it because you just had porn under your mattress in your room." And I was just like, "There's nowhere else to put it. And you don't go in there, so."
Oh, I was gonna say, with what you were talking about as far as counting down the that takes me back to when I would sneak porn because I found this out at a young age. Apparently, my mother watched porn, so I found this out, and so I would go into her room sometimes, and she would leave that tape in, and suddenly it's like, well, okay, so it's at this many seconds on the recording right now. I have to get back to
Right.
this exact moment because I do not want to have that conversation of what were you doing in my room? Because nobody wants
to
that.
have that conversation.
Nope, not at all. Not. I am still dreading the day that I have the conversation with my mother about. So, what's your podcast about? Still dreading that day.
Oh, trust me,
Nerdy stuff.
I can possibly
Star
one-up
Wars.
that.
You can one up that.
My significant other left a set of panties on my parents' floor because it had dropped out of our bag and we had to sleep in their room while watching The House one time because I did not have a bed in my bedroom since I had moved out.
Okay.
Then the next week, a bottle of lube fell out of our bag when I was watching my aunt and uncle's next door.
Oh no.
And my new pup collar was on the couch as well because it had fallen out next to it.
You need a new bag.
Yes.
Oh, we got a new bag after that, but I did not like having that. Here, you left this on accident. I'm like, I have a dog. I don't know why that was in the bag. And quickly run away from my aunt and uncle's.
Well, see, you at least had a reasonable. Yes, my dog's collar.
See, I have no reasonable things because I got outed to my whole family, so they know. So anything they find, they're gonna know. They're gonna know.
Oh no, I'm just
My
thinking.
pup hood is literally just hanging up in my trailer. People walk in there.
Yep.
They don't say anything. They know.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure they know. My significant others have not really... They don't know how not to make certain joking comments.
Me either.
I was gonna say, no, I'm just thinking that my mom's gonna ask me one day. So tell me about your podcast, if you don't mind. And I'm gonna be like,
Every few episodes I have my friend on and he just talks shit at me for 2 hours. That's my podcast.
After we talk about Marvel and Disney and...
yes, because we do talk about those things on this
Netflix.
podcast.
And DC.
Yep.
Yes.
And how much they suck. No, I'm kidding.
Well, can I listen? I don't think you would be interested in this thing, Mother. And that is all I have to say about that. I'm sorry. That's all I got to say about that.
Here, have some chocolates.
Oh, so to bring it back around to the question, I guess I'm the only one that didn't answer.
Bring it around.
So,
now.
things that turn me off in a porn, I do not enjoy when they go and start sucking on someone's foot.
Really?
I am not a foot person.
I'm not either, but I don't mind it.
It doesn't, like, squeak me out or make me not want to watch the...
Yeah,
It's like, I will continue to watch. I will fast forward past that portion.
that's fair.
But I'm just
I
like,
skip through porn
That
a
is
lot.
valid.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is not what I signed up for. I understand I'm watching this video, but I didn't expect that. I'm good.
It's not tagged anywhere.
Do you
The
rewind?
worst- Yes. Yes. The worst is when, because I dissociate a lot, is when you're trying to get off and watching some porn and then you dissociate off into like some weird space and then you come back and you're like, the fuck am I watching? It's been like an hour. It's on autoplay. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I do not autoplay with porn. That's just
It's just like I will just keep clicking things even though my brain is not there.
oh.
So that's because I don't think there even is an autoplay option on like
How's-
Pornhub and stuff.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Probably not.
There used to be
No.
for a short while. There was the
Some
next
websites
video.
still have it.
Yeah, but there used to be on Pornhub, but it was only for a short while, and then they got rid of it. I think because people were like, "Fuck that, that's super annoying."
Right.
Like, look.
Or they forget the tabs open, and yeah.
Oh God.
It just keeps going.
They come back.
Oh, that used to happen to me all the. Okay, so I have a funny story about another my dad and porn thing. I think the reason that my dad was so upset when I kept like coming out as deeper and deeper into the various communities, as in like the LGBT community and the BDSM community, is that I was ruining porn for him.
Sorry.
How do you ruin...
Okay, because first I got labeled by my family as a lesbian because I had a girlfriend and I hadn't started transitioning yet. And I picked my dad's phone up for something and it had lesbian porn open in one of the tabs. And so I was like, oh, that's why he's so grumpy, because now he can't watch his favored porn type without picturing his kid. Like,
Wow.
who
I
he
don't-
has labeled this thing. So then he started watching trans porn to, like, get away from that, I guess. Guess who then came out as trans? Me, motherfucker.
Wait,
So-
hold on. I'm not seeing the path here. I like to watch lesbian porn. Okay, I can't watch lesbian porn. Guess I'll go to trans porn. That, in my head, it does not
Here's...
Well, but
correlate.
You don't know what I don't know what things he watched between to get him to that point, but that was the next thing that I found like open on his phone was trans porn. And then I'm pretty sure he started getting into BDSM porn, and then I got outed as being into BDSM. So I think I just was systematically just destroying every type of porn he tried to watch for him by making my own face appear. And
Wow.
I gotta say, I'm kind of proud of that. At this point, like I kind of think back on it, I'm like, huh, haha,
And you did that without even trying.
yeah,
You have something to say, Thief?
accidental bratting.
I love lesbian porn. I know some lesbians. Never in my life have I thought of them while watching lesbian porn.
They're not your kid.
Yeah, I'm
though.
about to say that it's different if it's your child.
If all you like, so if it's an abomination unless you're watching it as a porn,
Oh.
and then your kid comes out as that, So the only way that you can accept it is if you're sexualizing it.
So you're going deep into the okay.
That's
Deep
a very
into the
deep hole
psyche.
repression.
Right.
Yes.
Like it's an evil, vile thing. Yes, yeah.
He told
I'm like,
me
it's beautiful.
He told me once I was an aberration of nature
Wow.
because I had a girlfriend
Damn.
and I was presenting as female at the time.
Damn.
So
I was also gonna say, sorry, just real quick about the porn thing is, I will rewind back way past. Like I'll watch like masturbation.
Masturbation. That's when you masturbate
Masturbation.
and get an abortion at the same time.
No, that's all bad.
No, masturbation porn, and all. Like the best part for me is the beginning, like them getting excited, them getting turned on, them kind of teasing, playing, slowly undressing.
Yeah.
Then they get to like full on masturbation. I'm like, okay, let's rewind that back to the start and watch again.
Hey, that's what you're into.
Like but it seems so weird to me. Like this is something that I never would have told anybody because I was kind of embarrassed by it. Like,
Welcome to the Gotham Press Podcast.
right?
We embarrass ourselves every day.
That's right.
Listeners, if you want to embarrass yourself for us, no, get it.
Send us a message.
Ooh.
Send it to gothampresspodcast@gmail.com or on FetLife, the Gotham Press.
Ooh.
Well, I should put that up as a question on one day. Like, so what's something embarrassing about your porn?
Yeah, but some people may not want to answer.
A lot of people probably
Yeah,
won't.
but they don't have to.
That's true.
That's the beauty of it. They
And then we
only
can
have
call
to.
them
They
out.
only have to if they want to.
You could
There's-
also make an anonymous option.
Yeah, you could make it anonymous.
No, I want to direct message them.
Yeah, but when you talk about it on the podcast,
Oh
it'd
no,
be
it's
anonymous.
all going out on the air.
I'll send
Listeners,
you all my
do not-
messages, thief.
Okay.
Oh, God. Listeners, do not believe what Thief is saying right there. We will definitely keep it anonymous if you would like us to keep it anonymous.
Absolutely.
Because consent is key.
Consent is key.
Enthusiastic consent.
And we also want to
The tape on that calendar is
encourage-
crooked.
Yes, it is. We also want to encourage people to ask questions.
Squirrel.
Like, don't be embarrassed by your question. Don't be like, well, I kind of want to know what this is or what about this, but I don't want to be the one to ask it. Like, just let us
I
know.
will tell you this. It would be way better for you to ask us if edging is edge play than to try and lecture someone about how edging is edge play on the internet.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Please ask someone these questions.
Know what you're talking about before you try to educate somebody else, please.
There was a whole slew of TikToks talking about how edge play should not be glorified on TikTok and that we should not be teaching people how to do edge play on TikTok. And I was like, wholeheartedly agree. And I got all these people in my comments being like, what's so bad about edging? Like, edging is fun and it's not dangerous and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, edging is not edge play. It is not the same thing.
Real quick, something you said just sparked a thought as far as correcting ourselves. So, it came to my attention, per the podcast, that something we had on our last episode was not quite correct.
Oh?
When we had B on and she was talking about the different types of flagging.
Yeah?
Apparently, flagging on the upper arm is not a thing, really.
Or the head.
Or the head. You can, but
It's not a common practice. It doesn't have a specific meaning.
right.
It's not like a universal
Yeah.
thing.
No, the only
It's
thing.
pockets.
Yeah,
The back pockets are the
yeah.
only
The left side, the right
universal.
side, are in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, left side, right side, dom, sub. I may have that wrong on the sides. I'm not sure. I've never flagged, but in the middle, I know that means switching.
I think it's the same as the side of the slash.
Probably.
So the left side of the slash would be.
But is it
top,
your
so
left or
that-
my left?
Your left.
Your left.
Every
Okay.
person's individual left.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the left would be
DS.
top, and then the right side of the slash is the bottom. So that would be
Yeah.
your right pocket if you're bottoming for that.
Because
But if you have it,
universally, you're going to be standing the same direction. If they're looking at the flags, you're going to be standing the same direction.
Because
facing
bags
them.
are in your,
behind you,
right.
looking
in your
at
back
flags,
pocket.
yeah.
so if I reach back to grab the flags to pull them closer, they're just okay.
They'd be looking from behind.
yeah.
Right.
So they'd be facing the same direction as you. So you wouldn't even see them.
So just a correction as that was pointed out by one of the listeners. Thank you, listener.
Thank you, listener.
Pull flags, be like, spoon me.
Just tie them like football flags, but that you can't pull them off.
Ooh.
You can just drag them closer. That's hot.
We used to rip clothes doing that.
That sounds hot too.
Wow.
Let's do it.
I would go further with that, but it was, high school.
Yeah. Okay, so I apologize for taking
Cutting
over
us
for that
off.
moment.
Yeah.
Take over for the moment all you want.
Okay.
You're in control.
Well, fine then. What we'll do then is we will keep moving on to the kink/fetish of the week.
Ooh, we have one of those?
Psychrocism?
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 That sounds right.
They don't know how to pronounce it.
No, we don't.
Neither do
it's
I.
It's just a word on the internet.
It's just a word on the internet.
Psychrocism, which is a fetish dedicated to being cold, having sex with a cold partner, or using cold objects, ice cubes, cold dildos, etc. during sex.
Do you want to have sex with a cold partner? It'll never happen. I am a furnace.
I'm more of the ice cubes type person instead of an actual cold body.
I like ice cubes. I like ice cube insertion. We're negotiating on your show, just so you know.
There is a way of getting the ice cold body very easily by taking an ice bath.
That doesn't sound very fun.
That sounds like hypothermia waiting to happen.
Yes, that's why I would not
sounds
ever be doing
lonely.
it.
But I mean, even if it
Only
turns
for like a
into
few minutes.
necrophilia, it's still...
Wait, no.
That is how that
Necrocism.
goes.
No, the Gotham Press Podcast does not support necrophilia.
What
I
does
gotta
it-
say that's like one of the big like bonuses of the oviposition is that the gelatin eggs are cold.
Of the what?
True.
Oviposition, egg laying,
Ah.
the eggs are cold because they're made of gelatin, and if they get warm, they melt. Which is one of the other big bonuses is that like you don't have to worry about getting them out
They melt
because
themselves
they melt
away.
from your body heat, and they melt pretty quickly too. Like I think it was within an hour they melt.
Yeah.
So that's a big bonus because they're cold, and that's a big sensation for me. But also, coconut oil has a very high freezing point, so you can freeze coconut oil in shapes and then use that as an insertion thing, and then it becomes lube.
Ooh.
Wow. Was not aware of this.
It's very fun. You can get those like ice cube trays where the ice cubes are kind of shaped like a bullet or
Yeah.
like a gumdrop.
Or Superman?
No. I mean, you could. You could
Okay.
shove Superman up someone's butt. That would be pretty hot.
Yes.
Goodbye, Superman. I'm the supervillain now. Shove him up the booty.
He needs the sun
All
to
I'm thinking
survive.
is
You
the
want to try
Superman.
and find something that's rounded at the end and isn't going to have any sharp edges because the tissue inside is very fragile and thin.
Fine,
and
we'll
can
use
be torn easily.
We'll use Vader.
No, all I was thinking was
Soft.
you have
Soft Vader.
the Superman toy, and you start to use it as you start playing the Superman theme as you do. Dun, 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 dun. Oh God! I am. Oh.
Shine a laser pointer on them while playing like the laser eyes like
Oh God!
sound effect.
Oh God! No, I was just thinking when you said Vader, the Imperial March.
Dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun 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 dun. More and more Vaders into their butthole.
Wait, how many Vaders?
Wow.
Child, how many
They're made
Vaders?
of coconut oil.
Oh, okay, I was like, how many Vaders are you trying to put into the butt?
At least 7.
7 Vaders.
Yeah,
And a
Like
Chewy.
little, like, ice
And a
cream balls.
Chewy?
Yeah.
He'd be soft.
You always
The-
have to add a Chewy.
The good thing about Chewy is he only goes in one way because of the fur, the hair
Oh,
sticks out like
Like a cat's barbed penis.
yes.
no.
Wait, cats have barbed penises?
Yes,
Yes.
they do. Everyone at the table.
Holy shit.
Oh, you weren't aware of this?
No.
That's why female cats are always like
Wait, well, how do you guys all know this?
I'm
monster fucker.
Furry.
about to say, I have the internet.
You have an excuse.
Monster fucker.
Monster fucker. Okay, well that.
Also masochist.
But Kitty isn't a monster, is it?
Yeah, but they're
They are
cat
all.
beasts.
They are monsters.
Okay, but have you seen Scooby Doo on Zombie Island?
What?
No, but I was just thinking of the
There's
He-Man
like
cat.
crazy
Oh, Battle Cat.
like
Skeletor
were
cat?
cat people.
Battle Cat. Skeletor doesn't have a cat. He-Man has a cat.
I've also been on
Skeletor
Fur
had a
Affinity
panther.
for a long time.
Did he?
Yes.
Yes.
Shows you how in tune with He-Man I was.
He-Man was had more of a saber style to where Skeletor had more of the panther
And he
style.
was like a real cowardly,
Wait, so
like
Catra's a cat girl
Catra's a cat girl. Yes,
in the new She-Ra?
I believe
Totally a cat girl.
ooh, you know what's
All
coming?
she has is ears and tail.
so. She's got claws.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the same. She doesn't have, like, paws. She has just claws in her hands.
Oh.
Hand claws. You could file your nails.
You said She-Ra, and it reminded me that She-Hulk is also coming.
Yes.
Yes.
And the Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm kind of over
And-
Black Widow movie at this point.
Hulk, Love, and Thunder. I just want a fucking Hawkeye movie.
Actually, you're going to get Hawkeye at the end of the
TV
year.
show.
Yes, but I'm just waiting.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, with the She-Hulk movie,
Yeah.
something I was watching on either TikTok or YouTube, I don't remember now. In the next Thor movie,
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, yeah. The guy who just got cast to be Zeus. I can't think of his name. With that casting, that kind of opens up the door for there to be Hercules in this movie.
Hercules.
In which case, Hercules...
Also, Marvel's owned by Disney. So they could totally put Hercules.
Yeah,
they could
that's
put
true.
the Disney version of Hercules in
God.
this fucking movie, and it would be hilarious.
No, but Hercules in the Marvel Comics and She-Hulk are a thing.
Really?
Really?
You know who's not a thing in the comics? Tony and Pepper. You know who is a thing in the comics? Pepper and Happy.
In the comics they are?
They get married.
Really? I was
Yep.
not aware of that.
They get married in the comics. They are together.
I'm not surprised by that, but I was not aware.
I didn't even know Happy was an actual character in the comics.
Yes.
I thought that was just
Happy-
the character John
Harold
Favreau
Hogan.
made up to...
Harold Hogan is
Happy.
I'll be
and
damned.
he is a character in the comics.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he's Tony Stark's bodyguard for a long time and his driver and stuff.
Yep.
I just call him John.
John.
Yeah.
I fucking love Jon Favreau. I gotta say, like, just
Favorite movie of his?
unapologetically. Actually, I'm gonna say Chef the film because
Chef was good. I enjoyed Chef.
because he is the actual person cooking in that film. It is him. He
Yeah.
he went to months of school and worked with different chefs to learn how to cook for that movie because he wanted it to be authentic. And so that movie, as someone who went through culinary school and loves to cook and has done it for a living, that meant a lot to me. For him to go through the trials of actually having to learn how to do that.
You should definitely come hang out more then.
I think he just wants you to come cook.
Give me gas money and I will come cook. Buy the groceries, I will do it.
All right, so
I'm just
Thief.
poor,
Favorite John Favreau movie?
No, I was going to say
Very Bad Things.
I was
For the authenticity of it.
No, I was going to say is we need to get a house fund going to get Jack down here to cook for us.
Yes.
I'm down.
I'm down too.
All right. So here's the sad part. I know I've seen many Jon Favreau movies. I cannot think of the titles of any really.
Wow.
He was also a voice in one of the Star Wars cartoons.
Probably
The Clone Wars.
Probably Clone Wars.
Yeah,
That sounds
he's
right.
he's one of the people that is like supposed to be good and then turns bad and then dies, and he does this show that you guys should check out if you have the time, called The Chef Show, and it's him and one of the chefs that trained him going to different restaurants and learning to cook certain things by different people and talking about their experiences filming Chef, and it's really cool and really good. And then occasionally they'll do an episode where they're just cooking in John's kitchen together, just the two of them, or they have a guest. Like Seth Rogen comes on and is a guest. They have like people from Marvel come on. They have an episode where they go out to a restaurant and it's them and Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland and a bunch of other people just like shooting the shit and eating food at this restaurant. It's a great show.
Does he make any comments about, see, they could have done this better?
In what?
When, like, you say they go to a restaurant and just shooting the shit, like, when he gets his meals, like, oh, well, I could have done.
They more talk about, it's a fantastic restaurant and the food looks amazing, and they more talk about how, as a chef coming to another chef's restaurant, they will read into every plate that you send back. Anything left on any plate that you're sending back, they'll read into it. Oh, they didn't like this, or I didn't do this right, or because chefs are very, they're very proud, but they're also very self-judgmental.
Don't judge yourself, child.
Too late.
No.
It's something you end up developing while actually like just working on.
Everything has to be perfect. And if someone sends a plate back, that means it wasn't perfect and you didn't do a good job.
Or they're just assholes.
Yeah, but if you're under another chef, that's where the critiquing comes in, and then you become your worst critic.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, just realized something.
Yes.
We are going way off the rails. Hey, Thief, any final thoughts?
Yeah. I'd just like to say that sometimes buttermilk squash isn't where it's at. Like, there's a fine line between barbecue and broiling a potato.
You didn't like my buttermilk squash?
I've never had your buttermilk squash.
I don't even know if that's a real thing.
I don't
Just
either.
saying.
I was trying to see how far off the rails I could go.
Brat-of-Steel, any final thoughts?
Tentacles and booties. Yes.
Yay for
Good
hentai.
combination.
First timer Nick, any final thoughts?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Sounds like a plan.
Butternut squash.
Try it twice. Before you make a
three,
final
three
decision.
time you have to try something 3 times before you can make sure you don't like it.
Oh, that's
Butternut squash.
Butternut
That's what I was
squash.
thinking of.
Yes.
When I said
true.
buttermilk
I mean,
squash.
you can milk
You
a
did.
cock and it'll give you some nuts, so that
That's
makes
true.
sense. Butternut, buttermilk. I mean, it's just 2 different parts of the same thing.
That's valid. Captain, do you have any final thoughts?
So many that I am not sure where to go with this now.
Okay, we'll start as far off the rails as you can. Work your way back.
Listeners, I
It's your job.
apologize for how off the rails this episode went.
No apologizing. Fuck the listeners. Listen.
Listeners, I do not...
It's only okay because I'm not a listener today. I'm a guest.
Wow. But you'll listen to this episode,
So, maybe.
and then you'll be a listener.
I'm not going to listen to this episode.
Sure you will.
Nope.
You're going to edit.
I'm just not going to listen to it when I edit.
I'm just going to be like, I feel like this is a good spot to cut something out.
Wow, just randomly
Just
cutting
in the middle
things
of a
out.
sentence. Just going to like skip to furries.
Thieves 28 days later cut.
No, no. What he's going to do, he's going to, like,
Oh.
That's what I get.
I didn't know you were that excited about it, but okay, Cap.
that was not me.
It was totally him.
Hitting
No.
the other side of the table with
It's a stick
something.
in a
Just
box.
a jack-o'-lantern box.
Listeners, I don't know what I'm doing with life anymore.
You're living it.
Is this living? Am I truly alive?
It is 2021, so
It could be the Matrix.
we're in a pandemic.
Yeah.
We are.
We're
Oh,
in a global panini right now.
a cool thing that happened. I got my second shot.
Ooh, grats.
You got stabbed.
How did you fare?
I did not get as sick as I thought I would. Though one of my coworkers got his second shot and he was
not
out for
down
2
with the
days.
sickness.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you. A little jealous, but also very happy for you. Mostly happy.
Thank you.
When I think of wanting something to enter my body, a needle is not the first thing I think of.
Oh,
So you're not in needle play. Gotcha.
It should
No,
be high
I
on the
am
list.
not.
Though. It's so fun.
No,
So good.
I hate needles.
What do you hate about them?
Okay.
I hate foreign objects in my skin and my muscles.
Why?
It freaks me out.
It don't hurt.
It doesn't matter. Like, okay, so when the
feel
first
like-
time I got an IV in my arm, which was the only time I got an IV in my arm, and he put it in my elbow, and I was like, I hate needles, I don't want this in my arm, and he was like, don't worry, it's not a needle, it's a little tube that's in your vein, and then I freaked out even more.
Wow.
It was even worse. It was like, foreign object in my body where it is not supposed
Just
to be.
flap it around your bloodstream.
Yeah, it didn't.
Real quick. Stop.
Veins are supposed to be closed.
Buzzy, stop it. And listeners, we are out. Bye.
But not really by, because we're still here.
So
Fuck you,
We're just
listeners.
Jack, how dare
Lala's
you.
not here to stop us today.
Wow. It just goes on and on.
Captain has
Well,
given
you're the
out.
one that's going to be editing all this.
Oh, that's fine. I won't edit. I'll just put it all out there raw. This is raw.
And wriggling.
Jack and Nick bringing it raw.
Yeah, with our buttermilk squash. Getting the nut.
Cloven, hoofed, barbed cat penises and
Lap
everything.
dances for Satan.